Africa at large. I'm Queen Tyra Abok, the reigning mini Little Miss Africa and ambassador. First and foremost, I would like to thank God Almighty for His grace upon us all. Amidst the deadly coronavirus pandemic that has put the whole world on its knees, yet we are still alive. I would like to extend my humble gratitude and thanks to all scientists, leaders, and health workers worldwide who are in the front line in this battle against COVID-19. You have served as role models to us, the young generation, and you are the true definition of heroes. Despite all the efforts to curb this pandemic, there are devastating effects on childhood. We have been robbed of our freedom, taken away personal interactions, and we have been introduced to a virtual world. We can no longer go to schools, play parks, churches, and many more, since the movement has been threatened by the fear of contracting the virus. So many children have been separated from their loved ones since borders and airports were closed, leaving so many parents locked up in different countries, far away from their families. Thousands of children have been left as orphans as a result of the death tolls due to COVID-19. So many families are suffering in many ways because of the adverse effects inflicted on the economy. Parents have lost their only sources of livelihood. Hence, hunger, lack of health care, and some can no longer afford a roof over their heads. What is heartbreaking, however, is the rate at which children's rights is abused. It is so saddening that there are increasing cases of child torture, defilements, rape, being abandoned by parents, lack of medical care, and child labor. This is not acceptable. The stress, pain, and trauma that the pandemic has put on the children is a very big threat to childhood. Let's not make it more worse by inflicting more pain from the people who should be our source of comfort. My humble appeal to all authorities, leaders, the press, but most importantly to all adults and parents, is to come out and fight for our rights. We deserve comfort, protection, and assurance of hope that everything is going to be better soon. We just have to grow up more faster than our previous generations. This pandemic has shaken up the status quo and has laid bare our countries and children in deep, serious problems. It has woken up the young people up to the fact that doing things the old way doesn't work anymore. It doesn't matter how educated you are, how much money you have or do not have, when the children around you, who are the next generation, are being severely violated and abused. It has turned out that the adults who we look up to as better don't really care about what happens to us. So, if the world is gonna get better, it starts with you and me to say no to violence against children and child abuse. Save the next victim. Save the next generation. Say no to child abuse and violence against children. May the grace and love of God be with us all. For God and my country, my culture, my pride. Little Miss and Mr. Africa.